Hello and welcome to the 61st episode of the Gochuucast. Spat is back from his fishing trip, so welcome back. We sent you fishing last week.
We did send you fishing.
It was a very stressful fishing trip, but it happened. It was one of the trips of all time, and it was not a good one, but it happened.
Classic.
I'm back, safe.
It was actually supposed to go on a real fishing trip back in April, but that never happened. I don't want to go though, so we're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, now that we're all here, we can struggle to talk about things together because we, like I think I said last time, we're bulk recording a fair bit, so it hasn't been a whole lot of time for things to come out for us to talk about. But
No
today,
news.
some fruit has been born in some capacity. I have a few things I can bring up, and we'll see what conversations that might lead towards. First, I finished this approximately 20 minutes before we started the episode. I finished the Keys in the Eye anime. I binged the 5 episodes I had to complete, and it was bad. It was as awful as I expected.
I was gonna say, like, you didn't seem to like it earlier. So.
No,
Yeah.
nothing changed. Go figure. In the last episode, there was a okay performance, I guess. But the problem is they use the same song like 20 times in the fucking anime. And so
yeah.
I get to that point, I'm like, yeah, I've heard this music. Even if they change the lyrics, it's like, I've heard this song a quadrillion times. The performance was more well put together, I guess, than all the other ones had been. But it doesn't really mean anything. So, yeah, it was bad. I gave it a nice 2, I guess, for the performance at the end not being as horrible as all the others. But yeah, there was an NFT mention in there. They got NFTs for doing a performance, and I just shrunk in my chair. I broke my. Typically, when I watch things, I like to, I'll immerse myself in them, pay attention. This absolutely fucking not. I had Game Dev Tycoon going, a blast from the past, to just limp me through the last few episodes of that. It was rough, but I'm glad it's over. The best part of that journey was the end.
Wow, that is one way to put it.
Until there's a season 2.
Yeah. Then you're obligated to watch it.
Left it open for a season 2, but that shit was so ass. There's no way they're getting approved. Like, no production company would ever want to greenlight that. I can't imagine it was very popular in Japan, considering how poor the reception was elsewhere. So, not that it's like a 100% reflection or anything, but like, I would be very surprised if it got a season 2.
Wait, am I like, I maybe I just completely missed it, but there was supposed to be like a Hololive like anime. Like, did that already come out and like I missed, just completely forgot about it?
So I guess you're talking about Hololive Alternative or whatever.
Sure, probably, yeah. It was revealed a while back, but
it had like a PV. I have no idea what that's actually supposed to be. I don't know if that's just like an advertisement for them, or it was actually supposed to be like an anime.
I feel like people were talking about it as if it would be an anime, but I'm not.
Let's see.
Fair enough. This one
apparently is supposed to be a video game.
Okay, great. Wow. Okay.
But apparently it's supposed to be a metaverse video game, which I'm there's like a 99% chance that this is falling through. Is my assumption.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
maybe not. It's gonna suck ass though, probably. Like, metaverse, dude? Absolutely not. No one gives a fuck about the metaverse.
I don't know how popular it is now. I feel like VTubers are like super popular like a year ago or something, and I feel like I don't hear as much about it. Maybe it's just become like more like quote unquote normal, I guess. So it's like not like a new.
Yeah, I think VTubers are like ingrained into like streaming culture now, so it's like lost a bit of the magic, and people don't have as much time for.
People know, right? One way or another.
Yeah, like VTubers exist, and it's not COVID times anymore, so people don't have as much live stream time, so there's less attention on streaming in general, I guess.
Yeah, it's like I see so many small streamers with like VTuber models and stuff like that. Like, it's just like, I think, I don't know, a higher percentage than you would think of like newer streamers like go with like a VTuber model. So I feel like that's just it's just become normal, I guess. because like I feel like if an anime were to come out, I feel like it would have been so like I don't want to say successful because like obviously it depends on the actual production and stuff like that, but like I feel like last year or maybe like a year and a half back, like when that stuff peaked, like an anime coming out then, that would have like I feel like a lot of people would have at least tried to watch the first episode and seen how it went from there. But like now it's like yeah, I don't know.
I feel like they definitely could have made like a slice of life or something out of it. Which like
yeah, or like some short episodes.
I don't know. You'll see like VTubers appear in anime every now and then. Like the Detective Is Already Dead had 2 VTubers appear for like half a second randomly for no reason. On like a, I wonder if it's actually. I think there's a GIF in Tenor maybe. VTuber. Yeah, there they are. They like appeared as like news anchors for like 2 seconds, but they're both Hololive, and then I don't know, you'll see like some in advertisements and stuff. One of them had their avatar on like a wine bottle. It's like a plum wine or something like that. So yeah, they're still popular, just not like at the peak probably. I don't know if they'd make an anime at this point.
Gotcha.
I also think it's one of those things where it's like they've grown, I guess is the way I'd put it. So I feel like when it first came out, the industry was making a lot of strides to like make VTubers and stuff become popular. But now it's like popular enough that I feel like they're not putting as much effort into the marketing.
Yeah, they just kind of like grow organically, I guess.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I think it's just become like ingrained. Like it's just a part of it. Like some streamers are just gonna be VTubers. That's just what they are.
Yeah.
I don't get YouTube recommended clips of VTubers anymore. So there's that. Maybe the algorithm or whatever has like modified itself to like make me not have VTubers in my recommended. But I feel like a year ago, like I used to get stuff all the time, and it's not like I would watch all of them, but like I would get stuff. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I used to click on Drew's videos too.
Yeah. I still get stuff. Not as often, I guess.
But you're a VTuber guy. You love VTubers.
No, not quite. I haven't.
Okay,
I'm not a big live stream person, so I consume through clips at best.
Okay, sure, but you still consume it to some extent.
To some level, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not like oh my god, VTuber. It's kind of like this person exists and I like them as a streamer maybe, as opposed to like
diplomatic approach. I got it. Understandable.
I'm not like, oh my god, this is my wife. Let me donate $100 super chat so she says my name.
Yeah, you donate 200. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving just off of that before I get slandered anymore. The other thing I had to bring up was we got now with the anime season coming to a close, we have some leaks that are starting to come out.
Oh, leaks? Oh, baby. Okay.
Yes. So Chainsaw Man. I don't know if I mentioned that a movie got leaked before. I don't think I have.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Chainsaw Man had a movie that got leaked already, but then season 2 has also been leaked.
Yeah, I just heard that. Yeah. On the way though.
I'm a little surprised that they're doing a movie already for it, but I don't know the source material.
The next arc is really short, so I'm not particularly surprised. Plus, it's popular, so they'll.
People watch all the anime movies, and so it's like everything's getting a movie nowadays, which I kind of like. I don't know. Movies are pretty easy to consume, and
I wish we just got them faster. Which we're starting to more often now, get them faster than we have in the past, but then every now, like, if you have something like Niche that has a movie, like, you're lucky that, you're on AX so you can see the Kaida movie, or else you wouldn't be seeing that shit for another 20 years.
Yeah, I think this is just kind of the nature with, like, foreign product. It's just, I mean, at the very least, anime has grown so much where it's like the popular shows and, like, I guess movies as well get translated pretty quickly, but, like, yeah, if you're part of some like obscure fandom or some random show that like 3 people have read or 3 people have watched or like some manga that like 10 people have read, like you're screwed. I think that's always been the case. Like I remember this is like I feel like I mentioned this before, but like like Pokemon had such a big following where like a day after the ROM got leaked, or like not even a day after, but like almost the entire thing would be like translated like almost instantly by like fan translators, and you could get like a patch to like translate your ROM and stuff like that. This was back in 2011, so I mean, anime. It's like when movies come out, it's like seems to be pretty fast, at least for the big ones. I think get translated pretty quickly. So
it depends, but it's also in the example of like that example versus movies. Most of the time, once a ROM gets leaked, people already have a physical copy in their hands, right? So when a movie premieres, people don't necessarily have movie access off the bat.
oh, because I guess it comes in like cinemas and stuff first, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
like people
sure. Yeah,
could. It's not an impossible thing to get a hold of early on, but it's not like a given that
it's a
everyone would
different.
already have access.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
then
guess it
people
is
who
different.
do all the translating have to be the ones who get access.
Yeah, just to watch it and record it. And yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I think it is kind of crazy that like uh so much of like I mean we talked about this before, but it's like crazy how much like in the past um I mean 10 or so years it's like how much anime has grown and how much like more how many more resources there are just like in general for like consuming anime in the West. I mean, I say generally, but like most people consume it in English, right? In the West.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's for translations and stuff like that. It's actually kind of crazy. Like low key, like it's like anime will get subbed like instantly, almost instantly. It's like damn, like that would not happen like several years ago, or like it would be circulated amongst like a small group of people, but it wouldn't be like there for everybody to watch that quickly. So it is pretty crazy. I will say that.
Also leaked for another season was Heavenly Delusion. That's cool.
That's a fun one. Yeah.
Yeah, the last few episodes have been really fucked up. Not that the show hasn't been fucked up from the beginning, but the last few have been really fucked up. It's a good show, though, with a really strong production team behind it that seems to very much so care about the material they're adapting. Because I feel like maybe some of this wouldn't translate as well through manga, and that's probably why the score isn't as high for content that people seem to enjoy. It's been a very entertaining show, and apparently we're not going to get it for a while, which I'm not surprised by because of the production quality is pretty high, but
yeah, that's not outwardly a bad thing.
Yeah. It's probably just like in the early... I'm sure they might not have expected it to blow up in the way that it did.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's fun that it's already confirmed. Because, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that'll take the opposite approach of not confirming, but also being very clear that, like, something's coming.
I mean, it's not confirmed. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
Maybe next week we'll get one with the finale. It's just this leak account is extremely reliable, to say the least. Okay. And so, yeah, we should be fine there.
Are you getting all of these from Twitter? Managed to avoid some spoilers to get the leaks that you wanted?
Yeah, I follow like a specific few accounts to get like specifically like anime news leaks as opposed to like anime leaks for specific anime.
Makes sense.
Also leaked. There's a Ranking of Kings movie in development.
That makes sense, I think. I think the thing that I don't fully understand with the Ranking of Kings timeline now is so it had a show come out.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's side story. Well, side story might be a light way to put it. But it's not like a continuation of the main story, I guess, is how I would describe it.
I think the side story had some small bits of continuation, but for the most part, I think was anime only. And then the movie, we don't know what's going to happen, apparently.
And so that's what I'm wondering, because my understanding was that the first season of the anime got pretty close to the source material, like where it was at.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't read it, so I don't know exactly how close, but I wonder if the movie rumor would be something that is more canon content or another kind of spin-offy thing that has some contribution to the story but isn't necessarily an adaptation of the main storyline.
Yeah, I've got no clue. Neither is the leaker, so that's where we are right now.
You didn't try to pursue the leaker to get some additional details.
Well, no. Like someone asked, like, is this canon? And then they said, I'm not sure. So
Nice.
Yeah,
Great.
Who knows?
Right, fair enough.
And then last up on our leak train here, there was, I don't know if this is leaked or just confirmed. I think it's leaked, but Mushoku Tensei Season 2, you'll see the relevancy in a second. It was leaked to have 25 episodes and it's going to be split core. Why this is relevant is because it gives a huge fat L to, there's a Twitter account called A Trusted Source who was leaking information about Mushoku Tensei and ReZero, and they got some things correct, which led people to believe maybe this. There were the people saying like there's gonna be 50 episodes for ReZero and like 35 for Mushoku Tensei, or something like that. Yeah, and so, they got the Mushoku Tensei episode count entirely wrong, and at first they said like 35 episodes for ReZero, and they got that wrong, but then they like changed their tune, like, oh, it's 50 actually. After someone had, like, there is I don't know if they're a leaker or what, but someone had confirmed they will not be 35 specifically, which kind of like put them in an awkward place where we had to like wait and see what information might come out. But now with the 25 episodes for season 2, they have been pretty much debunked at this point, so that's cool.
That is fun. I remember us talking a while back about the 50 episodes thing.
Yeah, apparently it's still supposed to have like a satisfactory amount of episodes, but this person has been deep. I don't think it'll be 50, but I mean, I wouldn't mind 50, but we'll see. I expect ReZero, if they do the 2 cores, maybe somewhere in the 40s, perhaps. Because they can probably get through arc 5 faster than they would other arcs, just because of how much action is in it, as opposed to like anything else.
How much of Mushoku Tensei has been covered?
The anime's first season, both parts total, covered the first 6 volumes. I know it's in the 20s. I think it's 26. I want to say 26 volumes to the end, or is what the total whatever is.
That's a lot.
Volume count. 25 volumes in this series. No, 26.
Yeah, it's always weird with these light novels. It's like there's just like so much content. It's like, oh yeah, the first season of the anime just finished. It's like, yeah, that only covered like the first 3 of the like freaking 30 like volumes. So okay, fair enough. I was just curious. Yeah. How many is ReZero on? I feel like I've asked this 10 times, but I just don't know. Like
ReZero, I believe just either it's about to come out or it like just came out, but 34.
Okay.
And we're on arc 8 of 12. So.
Yeah, it's so rare when people even refer to ReZero by volumes and not arcs that when you asked, I was thinking about it, it's like I have no idea how many volumes of ReZero exist.
That's just the main. It's the main line. We got 5 EX volumes, 2 if stories, and that's just the light novel content, not even the what's it called, the web novel. So yeah, I mean, so especially like the fantasy series tend to run long.
Yeah, I mean, of course, yeah. Okay, fair enough. I'm just looking forward to the next season of the anime. That's all. You can handle the light novel stuff. I'm good.
Yeah, in another world, my smartphone has fucking 28 volumes out. I actually have no idea how it could possibly get to that point. Surely there's not that deep of a story going on.
Yeah, I thought that was like
as someone who enjoyed the first season, I don't know how it's got that many either.
Dude, maybe it is a deep, complex plot that'll reveal itself in the coming arcs that you just don't know about. Copium, no copium.
Or maybe they just fuck around for 28 volumes and
that sounds right.
Surely not. Was there even a story in the first season?
Yes. I don't remember it though. There definitely was a story though.
Understandable.
I
believe you. I
don't
believe you.
understand how long it's been since I watched Smartphone.
So that your head canon is just that it has a story. Okay, yeah, understand.
No, it's not my head canon. There was definitely a story.
Okay, gotcha. I believe you. Okay, yeah. There's one thing. Wait. Did you guys talk about this? Let me see. It was last time. Oh, never mind. You guys did. I'm stupid. I just realized we went to. This is just a continuation of the next season. Never mind. This is the Doctor Stone stuff because you guys watched that. You mentioned that in the last episode that then there's the second part of it is like coming up.
Yeah. Second part's in October.
Yeah. I was just looking at some of the other shows that I guess are coming out in the following season. I feel like there's so many like isekais with just like gigantic names that like I've never heard of, but they're like based off light novels. I don't know if any of these are like supposed to be good or not. There's like the banished former hero lives as he pleases. That was like the first one I saw, and then there's like another one on the next page of this news thing. Where is it? Am I actually the strongest? I feel like that one whenever. Yeah, I don't know. There are a couple other ones, dude. There's just like too many. I don't know if we've talked about like the long names, but like they're just like insane. Like
I don't know. I think the long names are kind of funny, but
I think they're hilarious. Don't get me wrong. I think they're hilarious, but it's just like dude, all of them like it's a V0. V0 has a long name, but it's just like clean. It's just like V0. You know, that's like the shortened abbreviation. It's just like it works.
It's an easy abbreviation as opposed to some of them where it's like, okay, let's take the start of this word and the start of this word, mash them together, and I guess that's what we have now.
Yeah. The one like Beaufry, like that one rolls off the tongue, but like the actual name is like way longer, right? It's like a max out my defense or whatever.
Yeah, it's like I don't like getting hurt, and so I maxed out my defense or something.
Yeah, it's nature. Like okay, you know what? Beaufry's nuts. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Beaufry's nuts.
There actually is another leak that I forgot to mention. It's like this one's like small, like much more general of a leak, but apparently the Genshin Impact anime, which is also being animated by Ufotable, which is the Demon Slayer studio,
right,
is going to have potentially better animation because of how strong the staff is. So that will be interesting to see.
When is that supposed to come out?
I don't think we have anything confirmed.
Yeah,
awesome.
We just know it exists.
But also,
excited.
It's Ufotable, so it's like fair.
Yeah, Ufotable, but like with a Ufotable 18.
Yeah, that is a good thing to note too. But that's the thing that Ufotable does, is drop banger animation.
Yeah. Though I assume this is probably like the remnants of like once they finished Heaven's Feel, they just like moved that team over to go do Genshin or some shit. I mean, it's obviously more complicated than that, but you know. They ain't got anything Fate to deal with right now.
Yeah, well, also
they have like a movie, maybe. I don't know.
So, the Grand Order series tends to be handled by
other studios.
tier A1 usually. So, most of the time, Ufotable only does some of the Fate stuff, but like the Stay Night lines, they do a lot. So there's a few derivatives of that if they came out, I could see Ufotable doing, but like any of the Grand Order stuff, Ufotable wouldn't do. Obviously, they're not doing Strange Fake. We already know that.
Yeah. Is this Witch on the Holy Night anything to do with the Nasuverse, or is this just something else entirely? Because it looks like it might have similar art, but I can't really tell from.
I believe if I'm thinking of what I think I'm thinking of, yeah. So the short answer is yes. It does have to do with the Nasuverse. You probably don't want me to go much deeper than that.
No, we will stop there.
Slightly longer. Let's just say the Nasuverse gets a little bit bigger than just the Fates.
I mean, I understand that much because there's like,
which
there's Fate, and then there's like Tsukihime, shit like that.
Yeah, this is one of those. It is in the Nasuverse, and therefore lightly related, but also it is not a direct derivative of Fate as much as it's just in the same Nasuverse of his brain.
What wait, okay, so I've seen this. Is this Type Moon thing? Is this all one universe, or is it just like a different thing? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought.
That's the easiest way to think of it.
Okay.
It's all because Type Moon is just the name for Nasu's game company. So the
Got it.
Tsukihime, the Fates, Witch on the Holy Night are all things from Nasu that have been made into I believe it's visual novels mostly is the source material. But
fair enough. Okay. One thing I also
if you say Type Moon or any mention of the Nasuverse, it's all the Fates, and they're
that's what I figured. There's just like some other random shows that I've seen. Like movies. I think there are like some Type Moon movies. I forgot the name. There's like a series of movies that I've seen. Like,
is it Garden of Sinners? Were those movies?
That sounds right. That sounds like what it is. It has like a Japanese name that I can't remember.
Garden of Sinners has like a quadrillion movies.
Yeah. That's the thing I was seeing with like the Type Moon thing.
Yeah. They're all loosely related in a way where they exist in the same universe, but not at the same time, type of thing.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, one thing I also saw with the Genshin Impact thing was like it's supposed to have like multiple seasons, which is like
I don't know if I've seen anything on that.
Okay,
I wouldn't be surprised.
Maybe it's at well, it says okay. I guess it's like the partnership between the Hoyoverse and UFO Table is supposed to be very long. Which I guess people are speculating that it'll be multiple seasons. It'll be interesting to see. I think like with Genshin Impact's fan base, I feel like there would be enough people watching it. It's just like
I mean, just UFO's name alone will bring literally everyone to it, even if they don't care for Genshin Impact.
Yeah, so I feel I could see it being like a success just based on like sheer number of people that it's gonna end up watching.
It'll be a success. Yeah,
it'll be fine. I'm interested. I don't know anything about the Genshin Impact lore because I played that game for like 5 hours in the campaign, but I know they have like a bunch of worlds and lots of different characters.
The first couple regions, I think.
I played for a couple weeks and then stopped.
And it'll be interesting. I liked the Genshin lore that they had set up. It's just playing a game like that felt like too much of a commitment on the daily for it's not that the updates were slow, but it's like the updates I cared about were the big like story lore updates, right? And those can only come around so often, just realistically. And so eventually I just got bored of the daily grind while waiting for like a new story.
Yeah,
they usually add like new regions with like new stories like every few months, right? Or I don't know how frequent.
No clue.
I mean, when I played it, it was launch, so I want to say it might have been a little longer than they might come out now, but I don't know that for sure. That's just a feeling.
Yeah. So I don't know how much the anime will cover, but I assume a good portion of it. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Yeah, I don't particularly care. I don't know. I think I'm glad I'm not part of that game because it seems kind of like when the Game Awards, they got like the #1 fan base vote or whatever.
Yeah,
and they got not even they got half a multi.
Yeah,
just so goofy.
What was it like? They had to create a second Genshin Impact server because the first one actually
it was I think it was the Discord server. Yeah, that it reached. I didn't know there was a max capacity, but they reached it and they had to make a second one, I believe.
Yep.
Which is pretty wild.
That is, I've never heard of that. Happening, but it's crazy.
It's one of those things to me though, where it's like, I don't think the Genshin anime is late, but I also feel like I don't have a good grasp of like how many people still care.
Well,
the answer is a lot.
Yeah, the answer is
the answer is a lot, but I don't feel like it is.
Yeah, I think the new one is like the Honkai Star Rail. It's like a turn-based game. It's like
it's from like the same company.
Yeah, same company, right. And
apparently it's actually good, but I don't care about it, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, well, supposedly, like I remember it being like really popular maybe like a month ago, and I'm sure a lot of people still play it. But like that's like the new thing. But yeah, Genshin, I'm sure it has like a massive player base, steady player base that keeps going on. So no, I agree. Like the timing's weird. Like the Genshin Impact like peaked like like I don't know, a year ago or something. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm sure they got plenty of people still drawing porn for it, and that's what really matters.
Oh, that's always there. That's never stopping.
At the end of the day, it all goes back to, we talked about it not too many episodes ago with what's it called, where we talk about how if you're not looking, or if you're not like part of the community, maybe like it leaves the media eye, and so you don't pay attention to it as much, but it can still be very like a Fortnite type of thing where it's still popular, but none of us play Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't. I'm bad at that game. Well, bad at a lot of games, but especially bad at that one, so I don't touch it.
Nowhere else can you have Goku shoot a gun at Spider-Man holding the lightsaber.
It's true. That's true. I can't argue with that.
Nobody else can afford the rights to all of those things.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like other. Were there any other like gacha games that got? I guess like there are others, but like anything that was like super successful, like gacha games that got anime adaptations that were like, actually.
Arc Knights was recent and it got a season 2, so it had to be somewhat successful.
I guess
isn't there supposed to be a Blue Archive anime coming out soon?
Yeah, it got a confirmation, but we don't know anything about it. I don't think.
I'll refrain from all my comments.
That's all I heard about the show. Not the show, the game.
Blue Archive, the animation. Yeah, we don't have any information on it.
Wait,
it just got greenlit.
Never mind. Okay, never mind. Okay. I was looking at the anime analyst page, but these were like shorts. So okay, interesting. I'm just trying to think. The other one was like you guys play like Precon, right? Like that was like originally
Princess Connect.
Precon anime was great. I would go as far as to say that that's where all the money went.
It's where all the EN money went.
I would like to believe that all of the money I spent wailing on Precon went to the anime and not the game.
The second season was pretty phenomenal production-wise. Like the first one was like fine, but it was like nothing special. But then the second one happened, and then that was fucking incredible.
Fair enough.
Maybe one day we'll get a third season.
Adaptations, but yeah.
I hope we get a third season because then we could get Sheffy in the anime.
We'll see. I feel it's still popular in Japan. I'm pretty sure. So
it's really popular in Japan still.
Yeah. Does the Precon like anime like follow like the in-game lore?
It's loosely related. Do we need to go into this?
No, I mean I was just curious. Like no.
You want the full?
I just need a short version. I was just curious how much whether it's like 1-to-1.
The short version is in the game. There is so season 1 is just kind of Precon slice of life, right? Season 2 delves into essentially a version of the story that is a divergence from a certain point that the game plays to, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yes, it makes sense. Just I don't know how close.
It's a lot of words.
But yeah,
it's like I said, short answer is yes. Long answer is it's a version of the story that could exist if it was adapted in the game, but only the other route is adapted in the game.
Okay, got it. Understood. Noted.
Yeah, gotcha game moment. Wouldn't be a gotcha game if it didn't have a convoluted narrative that no one understands.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So just like Kingdom Hearts or like any of the other epic games.
When are we getting Project Sekai anime that isn't the P-Sekai or Puchi Sekai?
I'm begging, please.
Surely they could make something.
I mean, they could. I think it would be a question of just what they would make.
I'm surprised they haven't by now. I mean, they have there's Idly Pride, there's the Love Lives, all these other, Bang Dream, all these gotchas and shit have animes. I feel like putting Hatsune Miku into an anime, like her own actual anime, is about as good as money is gonna get.
Has that not happened? Like, does she not have her own?
I feel like she just appears occasionally in random ass anime.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember. Does Sekai have a main story, or is it just the group stories?
I think it's the group ones, and that would be like event stories.
Yeah, so that would be the main difference. Is something like an Idly Pride or Precon, all of those have like a main story that it's loosely adapting off of.
I mean, the Precon anime has the main story, obviously, but it used a lot of the event stories as episodes.
Yeah, that is true.
Definitely.
So my question would essentially just be, if they made a Sekai anime, I wonder what they would do, because they could go the Bandori route, which is season 1 of Bandori was just the backstory to Poppin' Party, which is their band story, more or less. And then from there, season 2 was more of like fun slice of life stuff, and then season 3 adapted an actual event story. And so it's like I could take a similar route and do like a group adaptation. I don't know that Sekai has one specific group that's more popular than any of the others, in the same way that like Poppin' Party is kind of the main Bandori band in all the ways it's marketed. Sekai, they seem more equal, but they could do something similar to that, or they could just make up an origin story and have fun with it.
I'm just surprised there's no Hatsune Miku anime. Like, just like, I don't know, this just seems like too obvious, you know?
I guess because like
copyright or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just hard to figure out what to even fucking do.
Bro, you can do anything. I feel like people like.
Yeah, I mean, when you can do anything, then it's
I guess
that much more difficult.
Yeah, sure. I guess. I don't know. I'm just surprised. That's just like actually shocked me, because I feel like that's like one of the most like recognizable and popular like pieces like aspects of Japanese media in like the world. But like, I don't know.
That's true. I don't know. Part of me also feels like that's what makes it hard to do.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
To a degree, but that's a little bit of an excuse.
No, I mean, I know. It's like she doesn't have like lore or like a story, so like you have to create one, I guess, like
yeah.
Entirely. I mean, but I think I feel like a slice of life or something, like I don't know, something like that could
imagine
work.
being the person who fucked up the Hatsune Miku anime.
You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
Apparently, that's like that's what the author of No Game No Life speculates is the reason he can't get another season, because like Madhouse doesn't want to do it, I guess. And at this point, it's like the expectations would be so high, and the production quality is not exactly easy to match. Because I didn't care for the anime, but I will say that it had very quality art direction, and that's not easy to replicate or anything like that. So expectations, I wonder how many times expectations drive studios away from like these potential bigger projects that could help them.
True, yeah.
But they're like, fuck dude, I don't know if we could do that.
Well, I definitely think it's a conversation that like
I just wonder, because like I feel like there's so many like manga and like other adaptations that like it's obviously different when you're going from like just make an anime about Hatsune Miku, but like I feel like a lot of manga that go to like to get like an anime adaptation, like they have expectations behind them. Like, I mean, I'm sure like Chainsaw Man and stuff like that, you know, those big manga, they had like massive expectations behind them. I don't know. Hatsune Miku, bit of a out there kind of thing, but like, yeah, that I agree. It's like hard. You can't like just make a story for those like random character. But like, I don't know. Seems like a money printer.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it never happens.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm just also not surprised that it hasn't happened because of outside influences being something that makes it kind of spooky to like roll the dice on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I wish Engi got spooked away from Medalist. That'd have been cool.
That's crazy.
It's a little cry. I'm going to continue to slander them until they prove me otherwise.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so you're taking the opposite approach of the last time you had something that you wanted to be adapted well.
Yes, I had full faith in Project 9 to give me something good enough, and they didn't do it. So now I'm going to have absolutely no faith in Engi, and they're going to deliver. Or I'll be... the only thing... As long as they don't disappoint me even further, then I'm already expecting to be disappointed.
Yeah, it could always go farther down.
It could always be worse. That's very true.
Very pessimistic way to look at it.
Hey, I mean, they have literally never made a good anime. They have not proven to me that they can do anything. So, which is where we are right now.
Okay, fair enough. I got it.
Yeah, who knows?
I'm trying to think of some other news or things that's like coming up, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head because I'm still working on Haikyuu before the next season comes out, or next season of like stuff, which I said I'd watch that pastry anime. And then I guess Oshinoko, and that comes out weekly and stuff like that.
Yeah, only a couple episodes left of that. One of which airs tomorrow at the time of recording.
10
so
10 tomorrow, and then
11's the end.
And then it's the final, yeah. And then wait for season 2 whenever that's coming out.
Yeah.
But yeah, IQ's been good. I think I mentioned this before the show started, but like, I guess I was pretty skeptical about it, but I do like most of the characters so far. So I'm excited to eventually finish my first sports anime. I don't know. I think the issue or like the thing that I worry, which is like it's like kind of wrong to do, but like I always think that like the tropes are like it'll be too easy to predict what's going to happen, but then I'm like, okay, there's 25 episodes, like there have to be some twists and turns, right? So that's only one season, right? So, but I just feel like I know that like these two characters are going to be friends in the end, but like I guess it's how you get there that matters, right? So
yeah.
But yeah, it's been good so far from the little I've watched, and we'll see how it progresses. That might be something I do. Watch a couple episodes on the plane ride in July. But yeah, and then I have to get back to Attack on Titan and finish that because I feel bad putting that on hiatus to watch Haikyuu because oh my god, dude, second season of Attack on Titan
I mean,
was so fire.
You're into season 3, which is like peak territory in my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
You're tempting me.
Yeah,
but if I switch it, I know I'm not going to finish Haikyuu if I like, or I'm less likely to finish it if I go back to Attack on Titan. But yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully that'll like me finishing it will like coincide with like the last part of the final season or whatever coming out, and then we can have a discussion about that because like there's so many things I want to say, but I just can't because I don't want to prematurely do it, and I also don't know everything, So yeah, okay, that's all. That's me and which anime I'm watching. So
yeah, I guess something I haven't brought up at this point. The author of Oshinoko and Love is War, Akasaka, he has a new manga started recently back in April.
Yeah.
I have not read any of it quite yet.
I haven't. I feel like I mentioned and saw it, but I just am not. What's it called?
It's called Renai Daiko, which is Love Agency.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. I remember seeing the that cover or whatever, the promotional image. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a manga of all time.
It's a manga of all time.
It's a manga of all time. I think he might have he had 2 bangers in a row. He might have missed on this one. It's only 5 chapters in right now, so who knows?
So it's not too late. But...
It's not. It's never too late until it gets axed, in which case it would be too late. But it's just I don't know. I don't have any attachment to these characters, and I don't feel like I can see a way that he's going to provide that. The art is fine. I don't know. I mean, who knows? Oshinoko took like 10 chapters to go fucking Insano style, but you know, yeah, it's just not piquing my interest right now.
Third time's not the charm.
Third time's certainly not the charm. And maybe he's not really going for anything crazy this time. It feels like, so like in the first 5 chapters so far, he's talked about some like psychological concepts of like human connection, and so maybe he just wanted to have fun writing about that. But I don't know if the manga is going to survive because I don't know, dude. It's just not, as like a rom-com, it's not very compelling, and as in, I don't know, it's just not interesting enough of a concept for me to care.
Gotcha. So no anime adaptation is what you're saying, or maybe you don't get one eventually.
Yeah, who knows? It's by Aka, so it's like,
yeah, I guess it's
I don't know.
Gonna get that privilege.
Yeah,
kind of tempted to go back and read some of his older stuff. I've heard like Instant Bullet. It has like lower ratings, but I've also heard some people call it a masterpiece, and so I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go read that for myself, I guess. But yeah, only has 27 chapters, so I guess I doubt it finished the way he wanted it to, probably. But I don't know.
I had his page open.
Yeah, Love Agency, not we'll see. We will see.
He also had some light novels that I'm looking at, his like Renai Hero. I don't know what this is, but it's a light novel apparently. And,
Renai Hero. The fuck are you seeing this?
No, I'm literally like, I think he's just in charge of the art.
Oh, this, yeah, it's an illustration.
Yeah,
so he probably just did pictures for it.
Okay, yeah, he wasn't in charge of the story, so that's only for Oshinoko and Kaguya. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so he did the art as well for Kaguya, the manga. Okay,
yeah, he did Kaguya's art and story,
but not for Oshinoko.
But Oshinoko and everything going forward that he does, he will only be doing the story.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, I was curious. He
Otherwise, there's absolutely no way to be doing 2 at once. He'd actually be like dead attempting to do that.
Yeah, a lot goes into that. So yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I didn't know about this guy until someone mentioned that he's the same one who did Kaguya, but unfortunate that the third thing couldn't be as good as the first 2. Well, I guess it's not the first 2, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The first 2 hits.
He slapped twice in a row. It's just right now. Yeah. Who knows? That, I mean, it's early.
You said it's only like 2 chapters, right?
It's 5 chapters right now.
5, okay.
Yeah.
I also think it's fine if it's just kind of M-word, you know?
M-word.
And not every piece of media can be an absolute slapper.
Yeah, that's true.
He's had not 1 but 2 absolute like.
He's set for life. He don't even go fuck of his story.
Oh yeah. Oh, that guy's giga rich now, bro. He ain't gotta worry about anything.
Like he already, because like Kaguya was always extremely popular, and then Oshinoko was already generally popular, and then the Oshinoko anime happened, and they got even more popular.
That's like over the top.
And so he just got a big boost to his bank account, and it's gonna keep getting new seasons, and so he's just gonna keep making money off of that. So yeah, I don't think he really gives a shit at this point.
Yeah,
it's like maybe he can. The My Hero author talking about how he wants to write a horror for his next series.
Yeah, or be like the Attack on Titan author and just fucking give up. He's done. Just doesn't give a shit anymore.
I totally support the idea of if you write something that just sets you for life, just the next thing, just some fucking dog shit fanfic level, just have fun with it.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. If I had a banger, I would definitely, for the next one, be like, alright, I'm just gonna go write whatever I want now.
Yeah, like, there's just, because you can, I mean, you can make whatever you want, or you could literally just be done, not give a shit.
Yeah. Which is also fair. But then if you're just done, we're not going to ever hear anything about it, of course.
Yeah, like, I think Isayama has said, like, straight up that he's done. That he, apparently he wants to open a spa. I don't know.
That's kind of hype.
All the power to him. I'd be fucking done too after, like, over a decade of making one series.
I would be absolutely shocked if, when One Piece eventually does end, Oda does anything other than just maybe like One Piece derivative stories.
I'd be
once
cooked.
in a while.
After he's got to be so fucking rich. He's got to have so much money.
He's got so much money. He, like, the whole life story is out there. If he did a single other thing that was even halfway serious, I would be shocked, because if I spent 30 years, by the time all is said and done, maybe like 35 years, writing one single story, I don't even know how you would go anywhere else from there, to be honest.
I'd be done.
Unless it was just expanding it. Because expanding is always something that happens. There's always.
Wait, PK, did you see the live action trailer for One Piece?
I did. I don't think it's that bad. There's been a lot of conversations about it.
I needed an opinion from the One Piece expert, so you know.
I think the problem is, I am very in touch from obviously other conversations. Most people know this. I'm very in touch with also the fact that it has to be westernized to a degree, right?
Yeah.
Because if you just took One Piece and did the exact same story with the exact same characters but real people, it would be a really dog shit product. Outside of maybe the really diehards who would be like, you know, Soy Boy, that's Luffy. So when I watched the trailer, it felt like, to me, a westernized adaptation of One Piece. And I don't have an opinion necessarily of whether I think that will be a good thing or a bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Partially because it was just like a minute trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't hate it. I didn't watch it and get blown away. There were a few random things. I thought it was really weird that the actress they have playing Nami, there were a lot of pictures that she had posted on social medias and stuff with, like, how her hair would look dyed, but then she was wearing a wig in the trailer, like, very obviously a wig.
Yeah.
And I just think it looked worse than all the pictures and stuff that just had her hair dyed. But that's beside the point. There were, like, little things, but I didn't watch it and have any big disappointments.
Okay.
Contrary to popular belief, I think the guy.
I saw some like. I saw some like meme that was like they didn't give her like. Oh my gosh, I don't want to say it. Like criticizing her breast size.
But it's original, like, early series Nami didn't have fucking.
Okay, yeah. So there you go. Yeah, people are like people on Twitter just be crazy.
People
are
be
horny.
Making too many boob comments with Nami. In general, which whatever, but I don't know. I think everything I've seen of the behind the scenes stuff and everything tells me that everyone working on the project is very passionate about it. And so I'm kind of the opinion that whatever the product is going to be is just going to be the best that they can do, right? So it's kind of like whether it succeeds or fails matters, but also I just kind of want to see essentially the best shot at making a One Piece live adaptation, and then just see how it goes. If it's good, it's bad.
Yeah,
I hope good, at least for like a Western audience point of view. I don't think it has
not
to
like
be
Death
good.
Note. Not like Death Note.
I don't think it has to be good to the anime fans. I think it has to be a good show.
Yeah, it's a different market.
Don't watch One Piece.
Yeah, of course. It's a different market completely.
I'm of the opinion that like 99% of live action are just gonna be dog shit no matter what. So
yeah, probably.
It's just not a medium that translates to live action. I think they just need to give up.
Yeah. Until
I kind of agree with that. This will probably be the measuring stick for me. Because like I said, I do believe that there is a ton of passion behind this. And so if it's still dog shit, then I'm probably just going to come away from it as just like, yeah, it's just live action is just not it.
I saw for an anime I finished recently, My Home Hero, which I lightly touched on, I guess, when we talked about seasonals ending. But I feel like the main criticism against the anime was probably the production side of it, which was like, I don't know, I thought it was, not that it was good particularly, but it was good, it was fine, I guess. Stiff animation, stuff like that, I guess. But someone mentioned that like this is a type of story that like actually could fit into live action. I kind of agree with that. It's a very like grounded story, even if it's a little goofy sometimes, and maybe you have to suspend your disbelief a fair amount to believe that some random office goober and his wife can like trick the Yakuza into thinking certain things, but it's that's something I feel like could work in live action just because it is much more grounded and doesn't rely as much on the art of anime to express itself. It feels much more like a drama.
That was like the Rurouni Kenshin live adaptation is generally been considered really good, but then it's like I don't think the source material for Rurouni Kenshin is like that crazy. I mean, it has some manga anime aspects to it, but I think that's another one it's not like that crazy out there for what you could do. But One Piece is like very out there at points, and that's kind of the part that's like worrisome.
It's zany.
Yeah.
Imagine like trying to live adaptation Big Mom or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the trailer, we saw a frame of Buggy the clown.
Yeah, I saw some it memes with that. Very funny.
And honestly, I don't think it looks bad. I think it looks how like a character like Buggy would look, but Buggy is kind of a gag character in a lot of instances in One Piece, and so it like doesn't fit a lot of people's images of him. But then I'm also like, I don't know, when Buggy first showed up in the series, he wasn't really a gag character then. Like most gag characters become gag characters later on. So I'm kind of fine with it. I just need to see where it's gonna go.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I don't care. I haven't watched or read any of One Piece, so I have no stakes in this. I'm just sitting by ready to watch it.
I'll watch it if it's good. I'll watch it if
I'm
it has a reviews and it be good. That's all.
I would love for it to be good. I just think I just don't know what like the ceiling is for a One Piece live adaptation, and I think this will get pretty close to what the ceiling is, for what it's worth, for how good a One Piece adaptation could get. But I just don't know if even with all of the effort and all of the like heart that people can put into it, if it's going to, despite all of that, fail. And I feel like that's a strong possibility.
Yeah. I don't know. We shall see.
Yeah. I didn't have anything else, any other news, personally.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, we have however many weeks covered at this point. Hopefully by next time we record,
yeah,
we'll actually have shit.
Generally,
when AX is over, you guys will have a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So. And we'll have some new shows and stuff like that. Some more news. Some other stuff leaked. Some more leaks in the next 2-3 weeks, so that should be exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited for things to start airing for the next season. I wonder what the fuck ever happened to Nier's anime, dude. It just got like indefinitely delayed.
Yeah,
it just got delayed and then like delayed and delayed, right?
It's just indefinitely delayed right now, but we just don't have any updates on it. It gives me time to catch up on it, I guess, because I unfortunately watched the first episode. And now it's in the state that it's in. Society if I would have accidentally left it on hold and then never came back to it. But it's not.
I honestly forgot that it was still.
It just sits on my area, but it, there's no episode count or next episode time counter or anything, so it's just kind of there.
No known update as of May 5th.
I'm gonna put that bitch on pause.
Also a long enough time.
Yeah, it's been a fat minute. I'm 8 episodes behind. I'm not happy about that. If once it gets announced for like a return, maybe I'll catch back up. For now, it goes on the pause.
Like how when I click on it, the recommendations are Vivi and 86. Are the first 2 recommendations. I don't know how much that makes sense. Because I know nothing about Nier. That was just too funny.
From the one episode I watched, I guess it kind of makes sense for both of them, sort of, kind of. I don't know enough anything other than the episode 1 content. And I barely remember what happened in episode 1 because I haven't watched episode 1 since the fucking anime came out and got delayed. Yeah, cause that was a winter release, and it's just it's coped.
At this point, like half a year.
Yeah. R.I.P. Nier anime. Classic Aniplex troll.
Are they notorious for this?
Yeah, it's the premise of my whole, like, my big 20-minute video, basically.
Clearly, he didn't watch it.
Which one was it?
I added to a Twitter list called Hey Dear. I believe this might be a sex bot. Yep, alright.
Yeah.
I think we'll be blocking that one. Block.
Wait, what is this? Oh. Oh, okay, gotcha. Never mind, I think I found it.
Found what?
Your video? Is it the
It's 20 minutes, you can't miss it.
Yeah, it's some bro. What? Why am I like? There's like multiple 20. Am I stupid?
Okay, it's the most recent video I've made.
Oh, I'm stupid. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That is the one. Okay. How does Anime Studio save its reputation? Okay. Got it. Yeah. I was like, I'm blind. Okay, that was the one I clicked on initially, but I didn't know. Okay. Yeah. Fair enough. Yep.
I guess I should have specified 20 minutes.
No, I know. There was like other ones. There's like Crunchyroll Awards. Okay, that's not it. There's like ranking anime. That's not it. There's another one. Anyway, I found it.
Yeah, it's crazy. The one at the very top. Just looked over.
No, I sorted it by popular. Listen, I always do that by default for like every YouTube channel. I sort them by popular. I don't know why. Because I want to see the most popular videos.
Yeah, so. This one didn't do quite as well as its brethren. I suppose. Yeah. I don't know. Medalist video in production still. I started recording the fucking, what's it called, but I haven't had any quiet time in the house really, but it's not any good time to record. We're really like self-conscious, but dude, I'm not recording in no AX room.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have it done by then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It will be done by then, allegedly, maybe. I don't know if I'll get the Insomniacs one done. I really should start writing the script for that, I guess. Because I ain't got much time to... I don't know. The Insomniacs video might be cope. But, yeah. I'm thinking about maybe making one for Vinland Saga as well, but I don't know. That might be like a season starting thing. Yeah, I got some fun ideas. It's just some of them have to wait. ReZero video, that's, I haven't worked on that in a wee while. When's the last time I opened that script?
But ReZero is like a project for you. Not that the rest aren't, but from my understanding at least, that's like a much bigger thing than just like, hey, Medalist is pretty good.
Yeah, no, that one, the ReZero one's on Demon Time. I haven't opened that script since the 7th of April, so that's a thing. And that's like, it's not even like a script, it's like notes that I'm going to turn into a script. So it's going to be rough. It's going to be really rough.
Yeah.
How long is it going to be?
So the notes at this point is 1,300 words, and I am like partway through episode 1. And part 1 is going to be covering episodes 1 to 12, so...
That's a lot.
Yeah, I anticipate every part except for part 3 probably to be well over an hour. So that's just where it is right now. Which I'm not looking forward to the editing for that, because that might actually just, like, murder me. I might be dead. I might die. If the AX plane doesn't do it, then it'll be the ReZero video editing. Because not only do I have to edit it, I have to edit it to where it doesn't get copyright claimed, and trying to get... it's one thing to squeeze through like a 10-minute video, it's another thing to squeeze through an hour plus video. Especially when I need the things on screen, and I can't just like edit it random, really. Yeah, we'll see. It's a project of all time. I hope it doesn't flop. That'd be the most like devastating. This is like I don't know. We'll see. It has potential to do great things, or absolutely just obliterate my motivation to exist.
Oh no.
It's just for fun anyway. It's not like I would like quit off of it or anything. That's not a concern.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, I get it, but I wouldn't attach too much of your self-worth to how it performs. But yeah, I get it. It's like,
I mean, it's like it's gonna be a long motherfucker. Which is like, I've never. I guess I do have one video that's over an hour. I think I privated it though, because I didn't like the. Maybe I didn't actually. Let me check. I have some video. Actually, I might have deleted some of them. There's some pieces of content that generally I try not to delete things, but if it's like, okay, it's still up there. It was a tier list that went an hour long. That was the thing. I guess I have two that basically went an hour long. But yeah, I mean, I haven't had an hour long edited piece of content, so it's something that people like their 2-hour long essay or video essays. So
long form content, pretty based.
Yeah, if you're not gonna go short form content, you gotta go long.
Yeah, it's either 2 seconds or 2 hours. There's no in between.
No in between.
So it's going on YouTube Shorts or documentary.
Yeah. Or maybe some interesting things to the channel. Or next season, I'm hoping to like actually put some more shorts through. And then I'm waiting on a couple things to get done, and I'm probably gonna try and start streaming some games just for fun.
Fortnite?
Fuck no. I ain't playing no Fortnite. The Little Witch No Better game I was playing, I stopped playing, so I'll probably like start over and stream that. And then there's a Metroidvania kind of similar to Hollow Knight called Ender Lilies that I played like one boss of, and so I'll just save, I'll start again with that as well for stream. And then after that, I have no fucking clue. I could maybe like stream Clanet, I guess, but I feel like the difference between like YouTube and Twitch is that YouTube will automatically content ID your shit while you're streaming, and Twitch just kind of like doesn't give a fuck until it ends and then they mute things. So,
yeah.
YouTube is kind of whack.
I mean, I don't blame YouTube. I guess if I like turn the music all the way down, it'd probably be fine. I just don't know if I get hit for that. I guess I'm like talking over a low OST, it'd probably be fine. I don't know.
Only one way to find out.
One way to find out. Get banned from live streaming. Let's go. But yeah, that should be fun.
Yep.
Along with the stuff that I'm getting a new YouTube icon, so my little thing on the whatever will be changing. So I mentioned before I don't want to stay AI art forever, and so the person who did our logo is currently doing a couple things for me, so that'll be fun.
New icon. And do you have like wait, let me check this. You do have.
I have a banner. It's kind of ass though.
Yeah, it's just the wave with the blue-haired girl.
Yeah. So I'll probably replace that with something once I get the few things. It'll be nice little aesthetical change.
Gotcha. Cool.
But yeah, speaking of changes, the episode is going to change from ongoing to ending, because it's ending right now. If you enjoyed and you are on YouTube, you should hit the like button, subscribe, comment, all that good jazz on the audio only side of things, follow on whatever platform you may be on. If you're on the YouTube side of things, you want to go to the audio only, our links will be in the description. It should take you to a page with the necessary platforms on there, or affiliated platforms, I guess. If you're on the audio only side of things and want to go to the YouTube, then you can simply go to YouTube and look up Is the Order an Anime Podcast, and it will be as simple as that. You can't possibly miss it. We're the only one. Every episode, or every Saturday 3 p.m. EST, we will have a new episode without fail, even if we have to record 4 in a week to fucking get them out and not have anything to talk about. And because of that, there better be some good shit that comes out over the next like few weeks, or we're cooked.
Nah, you guys have, dude, I'm telling you, Anime Expo, talk about the stuff you guys saw there. You guys got the premieres of like,
yeah, we'll get one episode out of that, and then we're cooked.
I mean, I don't think we'll be that cooked. I just think in like a week and a half we recorded 4 episodes, and there's only so much.
It's like so much.
Time.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
Yeah.
But I think in like the span of a week, like normally we usually have enough to talk about. So I don't think
this is like the first time we've like coped in any capacity, really, I feel like.
Yeah. That's okay. We'll manage next time. We'll have a 2.5 week break, so.
Yeah. We got time. But yeah, that's the episode. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in another episode. Goodbye.